I'm doing the white man jump around now, wait until lip sync battle. That's all I have to say on that.
Oh, it is on, my friend.
The whitest of middle-aged white men jumping around will happen. My goal is to embarrass the crap out of my daughter with my smooth white man dance moves. What? She's out there.
I'm interviewing the wrong Scalzi in the room.
You really are. She's got all the secrets.
I'll tell you what, if this interview starts going south 7 minutes in, I'm going to swap you out for your daughter.
That's totally fair. Totally.
John Scalzi.
Yes. Yes.
You are not Maureen Johnson.
No, I am not. I tried being Maureen Johnson, but I can't do the stare.
What? I have a bunch of questions that I had prepared for Maureen Johnson.
Okay.
Why are you not Maureen Johnson?
Well, there's a lot of reasons, some rooted in biology, some rooted in geography.
I don't believe in either of those sciences.
No, and just some because I gotta be me. And as much as every one of us wishes to be Maureen Johnson, at the end of the day, it's just not gonna happen for most of us.
That's an excellent segue, if slightly ham-handed. I don't know how intentionally that was, but I would actually like to do a bit, if we could. Is there possible to get the house lights up? Because Maureen wasn't able to be here, I would like to have all of you be Maureen, if you could. I'm going to ask a question. John is going to film this, if that's okay. I'm going to ask a question, and then he's going to point the camera at all of you. And if you can all answer in a, not shouting, but relatively loud voice because you're far away, just answer the question that I ask as if you were Maureen for about 15 seconds. It'll be hilarious. First of all, you gotta go in on me first for the question here. Perhaps we should have discussed this bit a bit more before we started. Okay, we're rolling. So, Maureen, you have just finished up the first book in a brand new trilogy called Truly Devious. And you've described it as a proper country house mystery, American style. Could you talk a little bit about what brought you to decide to write a more straight-up mystery this time around?
Go on.
Thank you, Maureen. That was very fascinating. Get well, Maureen. Everybody applaud! I'll edit that later.
There was 3 minutes down. Hold on.
Yeah, a couple minutes down. Yeah. Okay, so first question, an important one.
Okay.
How does a bastard orphan son of a whore Scalzi? Now that was actually shameless pandering for applause from nerds. Let's. So this is a conference about writing and writers and stories.
Sure.
Creators. I want to really dive deep into your process.
Okay.
I didn't need that evil of a chuckle.
Now let's do this.
First and maybe most important question of the day.
Sure.
What is your favorite soup, and justify your answer?
My favorite soup. I will go to the mat for minestrone soup because it's complete. It's got your vegetables, it's got your broth, it's got everything. It's super hearty. It's almost a stew, but not in that creepy sort of fantasy world stew way. You know, it's...
You don't serve minestrone out of like a cauldron.
Right, exactly. It's a civilized, stew. It's seen things, but it's come out better for it.
It's not a broken...
Right, no, it's not going to come up to you in this bowl going, you have no idea. You have no idea where I've been. It'll be like, hello, I'm here. I'm hearty. I'm warming. We will have a good time together.
Minestrone will teach you something about life, whereas a stew will just ask you for money.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
The stew is the guy who stays at your house for 4 days and just completely does not take the hint.
Stew is the annoying house guest.
Stew is the annoying house guest. So as far as it goes, I think minestrone is a good, complete, whole sort of soup experience. If you are in for a soup experience, it's the best one. Closely followed by tomato. Simple, classic, paired with a grilled cheese sandwich. You really.
Oh, let's not start getting into pairings because we're going to be here all afternoon.
Okay, but you see what I'm saying.
Yeah, and also if a soup needs something else to go with it to make it truly perfect, then I contend it is not a perfect soup.
No. Each individual soup, tomato soup, perfect in of itself. Grilled cheese, perfect in itself. Put the two together, double perfection. Which is the name of
I don't think the math works out on that.
Look, I think the math works out just fine. Infinity plus infinity is double infinity.
Thank you, Neil deGrasse Tyson. You earned a quarter for that answer.
Thank you.
Don't think he's not going to keep that either.
I'm keeping this.
I do actually have some questions regarding your writing process.
Okay.
Some non-soup-based questions.
Non-soup, then I don't want
When you write, now you write on a computer, or do you write longhand?
Jeez, no. The very first time I ever wrote a short story was on a computer on the very first Mac that came out. Not the very first Mac.
Not the very first one off the line.
Right, but the first model. So I've always used a computer.
Okay. Do you prefer Mac versus PC?
Actually, these days I'm doing a lot of what I'm doing on Chromebooks. Because
Ooh.
I know, exactly. I've gone the third way. Because they're super cheap and easy, and you can take them anywhere, and if they fall off a cliff or something like that, you're not like completely bummed out. So yeah, I do that.
Okay. What do you have a preferred or a standard writing posture? And by that I mean, do you type sitting up? Do you have your feet up? Are you on a couch? Are you laying in bed? Are you somehow standing on your head?
My standard posture is forward, typing for 30 seconds, then going over to Twitter for 15 minutes. Which is why my book was 2 months late, but never mind that now.
That was actually going to be one of my questions, is do you prefer no distractions, or are you a distracted writer, or do you sort of just not matter?
When it comes to crunch time, I have to literally turn off the internet, because otherwise just the temptation to, and especially this year, did you know that there's an election going on? Had you heard?
I'd heard tell.
You heard tell. I mean, I know it's kind of subtle, it's kind of an underground election sort of thing. It's not like anybody's really paying attention to it, but in fact, it's going on. And so every once in a while, I'll just switch over to that, like every third of a second. So, go to 5:38 and check. It's like, why is she falling? What's going on?
Do you prefer to write? I'm not going to ask the question of morning versus evening.
Morning.
Because I knew that answer. Now the question is, do you prefer to write pre-shower or post-shower?
Interesting question. Honestly, I will write for a while, and then I'll get to the spot where I have either completed for the day, or I don't know where I'm going with a thing, and then I will go take a shower, because, and really this is more than you wanted ever to know about my process. The shower is where most of my thinking actually gets done. Because you're just standing there being pelted by water in your brain. It's not like you're checking your email in the shower.
I was going to ask you, have you ever tried writing in the shower?
No.
How'd that go for you?
No, that just seems, it's a really good way to die of electric shock. So, handy tip, I'm just letting you know that.
Food and or snacks, or no food and or snacks?
Oh, I'm constantly getting up. I do this thing, and it's really embarrassing, but I'll tell you, that I create a concoction I call writer chow, which is like honey bunches of oats plus cinnamon toast crunch plus Captain Crunch, and you put it all into one big container and you shake it up so it gets equal distribution and stuff like that, and you just pour it out and you eat it dry while you're shoveling, plot points in, which is why I look at it like a...
You got that physique, yes.
Yes, exactly. This is why, incidentally, I wear Aloha shirts right now. It's Dazzle Camouflage for Middle-Aged Punch. But yeah, so I eat a lot of writer chow while I'm writing.
All right, how many years before you think you just skip the middleman and just have bowls of sugar around you, like a fly, just sucking in sucrose?
There is honestly a family tradition of like eating sugar cubes. You know, like I did it, my daughter does it. You know.
Is it like a challenge then?
No, it's
how
not
many
like
how can you do before you pass out?
But look, you know, it's like as you say, you know, let's just cut the crap, go straight to the sugar, because you know that's what you're there for.
Okay. Wow, this is going a lot faster than I thought it would.
Right.
I'm very excited. By the way, is the lamp helping you see and making you feel more comfortable, like we're in a living room right
It's
now?
really great. I am so relaxed right now.
Excellent. I had them sent out specially for the lamp. What was your childhood gun noise?
Childhood gun noise? Oh, you know, I had two. One was just, right? But that's not always the gun you use. Sometimes you have to go for an automatic.
Right.
That would be,
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
But I will have to say, being the geek I am, I almost never did like bullet noises. I usually just went straight for them.
I see, that's fair. Yeah,
Right.
Lasers will work.
Right, exactly. And then of course, all of those pale to
What was your favorite children's book growing up, and why was it there's a monster at the end of this book?
I want to say that I am the founder of International Grover Appreciation Day, which is every year on February 15th. You will go to my website and you will see me post a graphic that says, "Grover is my master now," because he is literally the best Muppet.
Yes.
He's everything.
There is no arguing that, ladies and gentlemen,
There is
so
no-
don't even bother with your woos or boos.
Yeah, all you snuffleupaghans, just get out. Just get out.
The Kermitarians are a little
The
pissed.
Kermitarian, his tyranny will fall soon enough. But if we exclude the monster at the end of the book,
Yeah.
I would have to say it's a two-way tie between Wrinkle in Time, Madeline, and The Dark is Rising by Susan Cooper, right? Because she wrote 5 books, and all 5 of them would take up maybe half of Deadly Hallows, right? Which is not a diss on Joe. She's great, but he said, using her first name like he actually knew him. She retweeted me yesterday. I'm so excited about that. Both of those were great.
Excellent. Wow, we're down to our last couple of minutes, so I'm going to skip to the lightning round.
Okay.
A section that I call bullshit hypotheticals.
Okay.
What is your favorite food? Setting up the next question.
Favorite food?
Favorite food?
Pizza.
Pizza. Okay. Would you rather never eat pizza ever again, or be able to eat pizza again, but be required to listen daily to an entire Nickelback album? And you have to, you can't just have it on the background. You're going to sit down and pay attention for 55 minutes.
Pizza's worth it.
Fair enough. Would you either never dance again, or be able to dance, but only the Macarena?
Never dance again.
That's another quarter. Cats or dogs?
Cats.
Ketchup or mustard?
Mustard.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate. Wait, ice cream? Just general.
General concept.
Chocolate.
Kirk or Picard?
Picard.
Beatles or Stones?
Beatles.
Luke or Han?
These aren't even hard.
They're not necessarily supposed to be.
Han.
Except Han didn't carry a lightsaber.
Han did. No, he did. He used it to keep Luke warm.
He borrowed it for a minute.
It's still using it. Was the joke? What is the temperature of a wampa?
Oh, a tauntaun?
Yeah, what tauntaun? Lukewarm.
2 more and then we're done. Superman or Batman?
Superman.
Dumbledore or Obi-Wan Kenobi? Yeah, right. Shit just got real.
They're both really bad advisors.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I should have specified. Dumbledore or Obi-Wan Kenobi as your grad school dissertation advisor.
Oh, Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, ladies and gentlemen, our Marines, John